Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Ultimate General Civil War. Today it looks like our small army is being reassigned and we're marching out of Virginia out towards Tennessee for some action over in the west. So I guess we'll jump right into it and see what awaits us on the way there. And also, by the way, if you would like to hear the story behind this American Civil War era replica pistol above me, then stay tuned to the end after the battle and I'll give you a little bit of a show of it then. And some one of the viewers noticed it, well spotted there. And yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. So it is 25th October 1861. You might notice in this game we've got some new recruits from last time. Some of you guys, yep, you're now appearing in the game. Keep the comments coming. Let me know down below if you'd like to command a brigade, cavalry, infantry, artillery, battery, that is, in the game. But let's jump in. We've got a river crossing as we head out of West Virginia here. A portion of your army advances to West Virginia to strengthen Lincoln's interest in the area, but rebels guard the river passage that you must cross. Advance and defeat the rebels that block your path. Securing one of the two hills ahead of you will convince them to abandon the area. So we'll go and check this out and see what's going on. Now, by the way, I've had to turn the music off in the game due to copyright issues with the video. The game developers were, to be fair to them, really helpful at trying to get it sorted out, but it's a complicated situation, so for simplicity's sake, sadly I've turned the music off, but the music is really nice in this game. So we notice we've got two corps here now. The second corps, you'll see the Yorkshire Volunteers and some others appear in there. I don't think we'll get them involved in this game because we've got up to 12 brigades, but we can only put one corps in. So even though we've got less than 12 brigades in here, we can't get the second corps, which is a shame. So we want the first corps because that's our strong one. We could have used the second corps. We don't have much details on the enemy strength. We don't have any reconnaissance skill on this. So we could have used them for experience, but they're not a full fighting force yet. So we're going with the first corps, and let's jump right in. A portion of your troops must advance to West Virginia soil to support Lincoln's interest in the area. The narrow river passage must be crossed in order to reach our destination on time. It looks like we're going to have to force our way through. Our pickers reported enemy presence on a large hill ahead of us. It seems that the rebels are seeking to confront us. Probably more Confederates will wait for us on this hill that controls the road junction. Almost certainly the rebels will be ill-supplied and not capable of a prolonged fight. This is, I think, the last fight of 1861, this one here. Your vanguard must scout ahead and clear the path for our army. Holding at least one of these two hills will certainly convince the rebels to withdraw. Okay, we've got the whole corps on, so this is going to be good. So I would say this, I think, looking at the terrain, it looks like this is the only place that we can get across here. So what we want is the infantry to rapidly, I say rapidly, Badger's Brigade, Chris Pinky's Brigade, who else have we got? Jedi's Brigade over on there. We want artillery, Ferangus's Battery, Ben's Battery, all good 12-pounder Napoleons, right? Yep, it's all our artillery. We've boosted our supply level from the last fight as well, so we've got more supplies. I don't think we can cross down here, but I might send some skirmishers just to test it. And then we've got some newcomers here. We've got St. McCracken's Brigade, Bear Brock's Brigade, and the Frisian Volunteers as well, going into their first fight with some decent rifles. I think I've got decent rifles on everyone on the first corps now. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. One thing the Union had in their advantage was the industry and the economy. Although, to be fair, early on they did struggle to ramp up the industry fast enough to supply the vast amount of troops that were enlisted into the army. Okay, so I guess we start the battle. Did I click start battle? Okay, let's send some soldiers forward. What we need is the Frisian Volunteers take the woods to the front, deploy some skirmishers. Let me go and see what's going on across there. Bear Brock's Brigade goes up. I'm going to just move up like this because I don't think there's any other reason not to. If that is indeed the only place we can get across, we can deploy skirmishers, but we absolutely need to deploy some artillery in the fields opposite to bombard whatever lies in there. Skirmishers. Badger's Brigade, throw out some skirmishers quick. Take them on. We're having a skirmish fight. You just stop your pants there. Let's have more skirmishers. Come on, let's get into there for some cover. And let's see if we can give these guys a volley. I'm hoping that my Harper's Ferry 1855 rifles will outrange whatever they are armed with. We have got some skirmishers over here. We're going to see if we can get across. If nothing else, Taylor's whole brigade is moving up. They're going to be in for a shock. Get the battery back right now. Right now. I've advanced Frangus's batteries too far forward. I should have stopped there. We're going to have to... I think we're just going to have to come up and chase these guys away before we take too many losses here. Let's get a brigade in here. I mean, these guys will just be chased off. Oh, that's not expected. The rebels are coming across the bridge. Across the ford, even. Get the Frisian volunteers up here. Now, excellent. Bring that battery back. Ben's battery's going into action here. Let's send in Jedi's brigade here. And again, deploy skirmishers forwards. Get on the flank. We need to outflank these guys on the double. We need to watch time as well. We do have time here, so we're okay. If they want to try and cross there... Right, Jedi's brigade, straight up, into action. Badger's brigade on that flank. We need to move infantry up here. We're about to find out if we can go across here. Do you know what? Let's bring St. McCracken's brigade up. They are armed with the Springfield 1855 rifle. Move on the double. I want you in position. I want you in the woods shooting across there. The rebels are advancing into a hell pit of death here. Advance. They've got 2 brigades coming up. I need to get these... I need to withdraw skirmishers, which is... I have to do it on the skirmishers, don't I? Yes. They're falling back. Badger's brigade, can I move up? Come on, make sure we are absolutely slaying these guys. So we took a few casualties in the artillery, sadly. We got a little bit too close. Surprised we couldn't see those infantry brigades so close, but hey, it happens. Excellent. St. McCracken's brigade has moved up. Come off the double quick and just engage. Bearbrock's brigade. You know what? Let's withdraw. No, you know what? I'm just going to keep these two. I'm going to keep these 2 in place. Bearbrock's can go over there. We need to follow it across the river, though. And we need to get across fast. Frangus's battery, move up right up to this edge. Badger's brigade, pull your skirmishers. No, actually, don't pull the skirmishers back. Although we've got a big line. Yeah, pull the skirmishers back. Let's reform. We'll just move in. I need to bring the artillery up here where it can see better. And then we should be good. So, we're doing a lot of damage to Trimble's brigade. They're caught out in the open. We're in much better supporting terrain there. Yeah, we're gonna cause some hurt there. The Frisian volunteers should go ahead. Send the skirmishers up. Where's Bearbrock's men are there. I'm going to leave them doing that. They're going to drive those off very nicely. They're routed. Jedi can actually deploy skirmishers here. This doesn't sound like being a particularly long battle here. We need to get across, and we need to go and make sure we've got all flanks covered. So, Badger's brigade, across you go. Can we actually go across? I'm going to try crossing the river. I want to see if it'll do it. If it'll do it, then we've got a way across, and that's awesome. Let's make sure the supplies come up and keep the artillery batteries going. How are we going to get across? It looks like we can, so I thought we had to ford the river at that point. We're running into skirmishes here, but that's okay. Let's keep those guys occupied. Right. Can you come up the side? You need to just go and engage those batteries, and that is a grim prospect. I admit. I freely admit it is a grim prospect, but it has to be done. Stonewall Brigade over on that side. Send skirmishers out in front. They can go and engage first. We actually need to get across and just outflank these guys. Right, you're in a better position there. Oh, the canister fire. Did you see that? That was brutal. Okay, they're breaking and running for the hills. And to be honest, who can blame them? But we should be able to do some really big hurt on that artillery there. This is going to be a bit of a slogfest, unfortunately. Let's come up on this side. Oof, that is not the way. We could charge them. We've routed them. It's okay. Up the hill. Now up the hill. Engage everyone there. You need to withdraw those skirmishers. They're not actually of any value at that point. Let me put some skirmishers out here because the brigade's getting held up and there's no need for it. The Frisian volunteers. Where are the rest of the Frisian volunteers? They're there. Okay, pull your skirmishers back. Okay, you go back as well. These guys took a bit of a pasting. We have taken the first objective. We've found the rebel army. Come on, get Badger's brigade up there. I don't think that's going to go too well for the Stonewall brigade charging in there. If I had to guess. Bearbrock brigade may have to turn to shoot that. We've got some heavy engagement going on here. Do with bringing up some artillery to support here. But they are in a good position to shoot from there. Nice. Move forward. Keep moving forward. You engage those. Some cavalry coming in. It's coming in a little bit disorganized, to be quite honest. Move up to that rail fence. They did use rail fences as like sort of cover. It's been more of an obstacle to the enemy attacking them, I think. They're not going to stop a bullet. We're very lucky if they did, but I mean, I suppose it's better than standing out directly in the open field, right? Skirmishers forward then. Those guys have now disappeared. See if we can get on Taylor's flank and just chase him off. So, what we need to do... Oh, we need to get over here on the double. Bearbrock brigade. We're in a better position. I think we've got a little bit of cover. See, it doesn't give a lot of cover, but every little bit counts. St. Krakens should be able to flank them. We can see a Confederate brigade hiding down there. Frisian volunteers are going back. No. Right, throw Badger's brigade into that gap in the line. That's not supposed to be a thing. And they come. Taylor's brigade into a face full of lead there. We've got enemy artillery batteries causing problems for us. Wow, Jedi's brigade is taking some serious casualties. It's the poxy, it's the artillery that's the problem. Frisian volunteers fell back. We're going to replace them with somebody else, don't worry, it's okay. We've just got to cycle the troops in and out a little bit. And at this point we need to form a defensive line on the flank. Otherwise we are going to be in a world of hurt there. Actually, go and plug this line over here. Come on, Badger's brigade, you've got to get in there fast. Go and shoot them on the double. This has turned into a real hard slog. Can we shoot the enemy artillery? We need to do some counter battery fire. Rifled guns would be better for this job than smoothbores. But they are what they are. Tell you what, you return to your owner. And I guess we should maybe just move this up. Right, they've gone, which is great. So, Badger's brigade with some decent guns. Wow, we have taken some... I feel like we have taken some losses going across here. It's okay. It's okay, we're going to be good. Are we chasing off the enemy artillery? Oof, that was... That's okay, we know we're getting the kills there. We've routed one battery. Let's see if we can rout the next. We need some cavalry. Cavalry is what we need. Right, stop charging. Move up to the farm. We've captured one. And let's move up there. We've got probably our best troops over there. Let's bring some artillery up here as support behind the farm. In fact, all of it now. There's no point having it back there. You guys just want to be there. Let's just make sure we nail that artillery battery. And then we're going to have to do an outflanking maneuver down there. Let's just make sure that's in there. And let's see. Do we have skirmishers? We do not have skirmishers, do we? Have we released them, or have they just run off? They've maybe run off. I think they've gone. Oh no, the skirmishers down here. Excellent. Get across that river. Oh, there's Bear Brocks. Okay. You need to go over there and deal with those. I might need to turn those to face. So we're pushing hard over there, which is great. Let's make sure we've got resupply going on down here. Shoot into the flank of them as they come in. Trimble's brigade coming back. You're not going to get in there. There is no way they're going to get in there. That's just not going to be a thing. Watch out, watch out. We've got rebels to that side. Just move them in, just move them in. And then we've got this much time to go and capture this hill, so it's not something we can actually sit around and just enjoy, I think. The artillery needs to unlimber here, right here, and get shooting now. Nice. These were dealt with. We need to move into position and chase those up. Bear Brocks. Them skirmishers are getting chased off again. Right. Go around like this. And I'm going to put Crispinski's men into that there. And they're going to deal with the skirmishers. We're going to leave something to try and guard the farm. To make sure he doesn't fall back into enemy hands. I mean, this should fail here. That should fail there. The Scots men have got to break. We've got 1,000 men shooting into their flank there. And now we've brought the artillery up to really cause some hurt. Look at that. Doesn't that look brutal? Okay, we might have some problems here. You guys rejoin. He's coming in again. He's trying. He is trying. Brilliant. Move up. The Frisian volunteers need to move up. They've taken quite some casualties here, which is not good. We need to push up. I'm thinking that you guys need to get into the wood there. We've got skirmishers chasing those off. Actually, the skirmishers can easily just keep those at bay. What we need to do here is probably shoot them, because they're shooting into the flank over here. On the double, come on, on the double. Badger's brigade there, on the double. There's a whole new enemy brigade coming. Oh no, it's the Scots brigade, so it's not a new one. But there's still a problem. Right, we're in cover, we're fine. We should be okay over there. Right, come on. Oh god, this is not good. Where's the leader? Come and cheer them up. We're shooting. We're in the middle of a field here. This is not good. I could bring the artillery forwards a little bit, I think. Let's bring Ben's battery around. I don't think we need to be shooting in that direction anymore. Kind of got Stonewall Brigade. Right, good. Bear Brock Brigade is good. Badger's Brigade. You need to come through here now. Time is of the essence here. I'm going to come charging. We're going to dispute this. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to dispute this. We're going to come from this side. And hopefully, these guys aren't going to have time to respond. And hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the arse either. It's going to be a thing though. Okay. Give them cavalry a volley. We'll chase them off. We might have to chase off Scott as well. Right, come on then. Right in on the flank. This is no time to be messing. We've got to get in here. Bring up the artillery as close as we dare. This is just to keep that flank engaged. Come on. Come on, we've got to get this done. Deploy your skirmishers. And then go in there like that. We've got just 24 minutes. I mean, this will count as... I don't know if this will count as a draw or a victory, but it's a good result. Oh, we've found these guys. That wasn't part of the plan. Come on. Dispute this. On the double. In you go. We need to get this disputed. We're going to have to shoot them, aren't we? Bear Brock's men. Yeah, go back. Go back. 18 minutes. We've got the artillery up. This looks like this is effectively won. So this is okay. Good. You guys can keep pounding away. Push in now. And this is the on your double time. This is not... Oh god, shoot Trimble's brigade in the flank. We're going to have to do a charge here. We're shot in the flank. Ooh, that's not good. Get that cavalry chased away. We've routed them. It's okay. That's good. Come on, we just need to contest this now. Can we, everyone pile in here? Badger's brigade has turned and run. They've, to be fair, they do have some pressing issues, as we can see. We might not be able to take that second farm there. Come on, this must surely count as we're flanked. I've thrown them in. That is a lot of casualties. Does this count as disputing it? I'm throwing them in as in a desperate charge. We're pulling out of there. Badger's men need to come back up now. Yeah, you need to go and rejoin. I don't think we're going to take it. Although it should count as disputed, no? They've got a lot of forces there. They're coming surging across, so we're chasing them away. Come on. Push in. Come on, just push in. Push in right now. We've got 0 minutes. You can finish the mission or continue your fight. We're going to continue. I think we're in the driving seat. We still have some quality troops over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the skirmishers in this. Actually, I'm going to leave... You guys can go across there and shoot into that brigade. That brigade's gone. Right. We have one division. And then we move Jedi's brigade over here. Hang on, like this. Come on. We took some heavy losses going in there. This is typical American Civil War fighting. Losses were heavy. Results were often indecisive. Watch out for the cavalry on that side. We're not having that happen again. We lost a few soldiers, but we've got a lot of kills, so that's good news. Can you capture that? What we absolutely need to do... Actually, I can deploy skirmishers, and skirmishers can go after that. Come on. You guys. Get that. I think we've got it, so that's excellent. You can go and defend the woods. I'll put you in there. Contested hill. I think we just have to hold this. So... let's have you facing that way. And no more double quick, because we're tired. Right, let's move up into position. Let's bring a battery of artillery up in a bit closer support. Let's move up there, actually. If the enemy wishes to, they could, I suppose, try and force us on that hill, but I wouldn't advise it. Those skirmishers are probably... Actually, those skirmishers, I'm going to just put them in the woods down here. So we can use them as eyes and ears in case anything turns up. Anything turns up that we don't want. Did we not get that? Come on. Come on, try and capture those supplies. Those are very, very useful. Can we charge you in? I'll wait till they get a bit closer, I think. Actually, no, we've got 3 minutes on this. I'm just going to make sure that one definitely stays. We've got skirmishers there as well. And let's bring my leader up into this as well. And the... Oh, we've won. Right, excellent. We've won. So that was a simple fight. But remember, these are smaller fights that lead up to the big one at the end of the campaign. And Shiloh is the one at the end of this campaign. That's going to be big and chaotic, just like the real one. So... we actually went in with similar numbers there. We did have more guns, and they had slightly more men and some cavalry. We need to recruit some cavalry. We lost 2,500 infantry. Fortunately, 0 guns. Why does it say out of 26? Oh, 26 men, I think that is. Yeah. Yeah, it's men, but 0 guns. And they lost 10 guns and a lot of men and a lot of cavalry. So we give them a right good pasting there. Units... Jedi's brigade did the best with a lot of kills. We did take some casualties. We're going to have to recruit some. 2 were wounded. As I say, we can't name the officers after you guys, unfortunately, which would be a shame. But we do get some upgrades and promotions, so that's cool. And we captured some weird guns. A Cook and Brother. I'm not familiar with that one. Some 6-pounder field guns and some more of these hunter's weapons, which are the skirmisher guns. So we might end up recruiting a company of dedicated skirmishers. They're basically sharpshooters. I don't think they had any specific sharpshooters with like the special weapons at this stage of the war, but they definitely did later on. With the first sort of telescopic sights as well. Okay, that looks okay to me. Let's go take a look at the army lists and see what we can upgrade. In the meantime... So, here we go. This, let's just change onto that for a second. So this is I think some of you may have seen this before. This is a replica. Hang on, there we go, got it in focus. 1860 Colt .44 muzzle loading revolver, as was used during the American Civil War. And I'll say replica, it's a non-firing one. The barrel's not been drilled out, and the nipples were misses over the what do you call these, over each chamber. They're not, it wouldn't fire. You couldn't even modify this to fire, but you can play with the action. So the action works. You can see how it does its job, and it's also got, as a little cool thing to play with, you've got the ramrod there to load it. So the reason I got this was partly because this is an iconic, it is, hang on, let's see if I can just get that in without me, and it is an iconic weapon of the era. But it is a flawed weapon of the era as well, because you'll have seen this in maybe something like the Outlaw Josie Wales, which is an awesome Western. It's set just after the Civil War and has a Civil War story in it, which is kind of cool. And Clint Eastwood uses, I think, one of these in it. But these weren't actually, for all they're like really well known for the period, they weren't actually the best designs. For a start, you got the foresight there. You got the rear sight, was actually a notch. You can't see it on this very well. You'll never see that on the camera, I think. It's actually in the top of the hammer. So you only get the rear sight to aim when it is fully cocked. This caused the gun to fire high or aim high. And so that had to be compensated for. But the real flaw in it was that each chamber, which is loaded individually, is primed by a percussion cap. If you're not familiar with those, it's like a primer in a cartridge. The hammer strikes the cap. It sends a little jet of flame or whatever chemical reaction into the chamber where the gunpowder is, and ignites that. On these, when you cock it back, on the Colts, they had a tendency for the spent percussion caps to get jammed in here. So when you try to fire it again, the spent percussion cap would stop it and have a misfire. It's actually quite a common thing. And that still happens on modern replicas, firing replicas of them today. So there you go. A bit of interest for anyone that's into it. I love muzzle-loading weapons. They're there is a muzzle-loading gun club about an hour's drive north of me. I thought about getting involved with it, but to be honest, you're very limited in what you can do in the UK with these things, and just shooting at one target at one set distance, yeah, it's probably going to get a bit dull. I did 7 years of archery shooting at set distance targets for most of the time, and it's fun, don't get me wrong, for a bit, but yeah, you like a bit of variety with it. So I didn't get involved, but I got the replica to see what it would be like to load and go through the motions and what it felt like. And because I'm a huge fan of the weapons of this era as well. So there you go. We got the War Service Medal for this. Let's go back to some Ultimate General. So we got the War Service Medal, which is just a nice thing to get, I guess. And for the reward, we've got a load of money and some new recruits. So we'll accept that. And career points. Now, every battle you win, you should get some of these. That's a blot on my record, that first one. It really, really is. The capture the train station, by the way, that was a tutorial. I didn't show you that one because it's just feels like a bit of a silly introduction to the game. Let's have a look. So there's politics for money. Reconnaissance is the one I really don't care about so much, but it would have been nice to have got some report on the enemy army from that. Army organization is super important. The next level will give us 2 corps, 3 divisions per corps. Okay, I'm going to go for that because this is going to make a difference, because a lot of these early battles we can only get 1 corps involved. So we kind of want a big corps getting in to get as many brigades as possible. But it's between that and medicine are the 2 things, and politics at the moment. We want to get politics up just to get more money and recruits. So let's have a look at the army. We can see how things have gone. Ooh, there was some casualties thrown about in there. So let's have a look. The 2nd Division. Let's have a look at the officers, see if there's anything to alter there. St. McCracken's brigade. We got our star, but at the same time, we're probably going to lose it because we need to recruit soldiers. We can have... Okay, we can go that many, so I'm not going to fill it full because I want to keep the star. And we're going to have... We got speed on the other one, didn't I? We could have morale and efficiency. Or, well, we still get efficiency with this, but we also get speed. And you saw how speed could be super useful in there. But also morale. And it's got stamina as well. We're going to have a mix to make these individual. By the way, Phil, I hope you like the performance of your chaps in that. Let's go morale on this one. They did a fine job fighting it out there. Very impressed with them. Also, one cool thing is you can look at each unit's stats as well from when they joined the game, when you created them, and exactly what they've done. So it is nice we get a little bit of history there as we go through this. So let's have a look. The Frisian... Well, we're going to recruit everyone, but I want to have a look at Ben's battery. So the major that's gone up there... I'd like to say Major Ben, but yeah, it is. Anyway, we have leveled the guns up. Can we... No, we can't. So going up to 13 guns with rookie volunteers would then drop the experience level overall. So we'll keep you at 12 guns, which is fine. We don't need to rush to get massive just yet. So for this one, we've got 50% ammo as a basic perk. I think that sounds amazing. Stamina and efficiency, or morale and efficiency. We're going for 50% ammo because for an artillery battery, I think that can be huge. You'll notice that the old 12-pounders, they're very good. Actually, what kills did you get in that battle? In River Crossing, 203 kills in quite a short space of time, really. And we never got the artillery into really good killing positions. Most of it was long range. If you're going to be fighting long range, you're better off with rifled weapons. But we're going to have a mix of these in there. Things like the Parrot rifles weren't amazing, but they were long-range rifled guns. Should be a 10-pounder ordnance. There it is. These were considered really good quality rifle weapons, and there are some, and we could buy them. We do want a mix of stuff. Okay. I might actually switch those out. We'll have 10-pounder ordnance. What's the cost? We've got 2 in the armory. It's going to cost 15,000. I'll wait until we've recruited and rebuilt everything before we go down that route, I think. Because £12 Napoleons are still very good for this. Right, the Frisian Volunteers. We can go up to full strength because we haven't got a star to lose. That's okay. Oh, did we not do those? I must not have clicked to apply. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do that again. Make sure we're just in there and click apply. I must not have clicked that. And Bear Box Brigade. We took a pasting there. Full strength. I think we had to buy in some rifles for that. Yeah, it looks like we did. Badgers Brigade. This is okay. We should be able to get to full strength. We lost a little bit of XP, but progress is just steady. But I'd rather have them at full strength. And over here, not too many, so this is fine. We need a new commander because theirs was wounded. So we can still manage with majors. We have lieutenant colonels. They're more suited to larger units like this. Majors are great for batteries and other things, and you can train them up, so it's fine. Oh, brilliant. So you actually have leveled up. What was happening, see, without an officer in, their efficiency was way down, so they got a penalty to this. But with a good officer in there, they're hitting the numbers. Okay, so we'll go with let's put the endurance course on for the speed. The speed's a small difference, but it's kind of nice. We're going to find the same thing here, so let's pick us a lieutenant colonel, or we can put a major. What's that like? He's probably okay. How far we can get fully filled up. I'm not going to go fully up there. Let's go 1400 and something. Just to have a bit of a bar there. And it also, I think it looks nice going into battle with not quite round numbers. It looks more historic, doesn't it? Okay, and the artillery here. We're getting up there. We're good. We're doing well. So we've got points to spend. We're going to have an extra division in here. Yep, create a new division. So actually, what we've got. Can I drop? As you can see, we've got the Yorkshire Volunteers. Let's drop them into the first corps. We've got Alex the Great is in there as well, and we've got Blake's Brigade. That takes that up. That's 3 brigades. I would like more artillery. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put some cavalry in here. We absolutely do need a cavalry brigade. And therefore, folks, we're going to need someone to command the cavalry brigade. So the first willing volunteer commenting under this video, because I think I've hit the end of the list now. Oh, by the way, Blake's Brigade, I know you wanted it called Blake's Bananas. It didn't quite fit and read right in the thing, so I hope Blake's Brigade is okay. Let's have a look. So we're going to have 750. We might as well make it a large cavalry unit. Cavalry is a lot smaller than infantry, by the way, you'll notice in this. By design and by historical accuracy as well. Although, don't go on the numbers of these for accuracy. This is to fit game mechanics. So we've got these Cook and Brother things, which is a .58 musketoon. Cavalry musket adequate for distant fighting and dismounted skirmishing. I don't know those. I've never come across those. We don't have enough of them anyway to equip with that. Do we have these Palmetto 1482s? It's a .54 lock pistol. It's got to be smooth bore. I don't know. Were the cavalry armed with smoothbore pistols and sabers going into the Civil War by that point? Were they not armed with things like this? Because there's been various earlier models of those and other rifled things, but they're not listed here. There's a Colt 1855. It's a .31 revolver, 5-shot cylinder, but it looks like it's got a stock on. Standard revolver and saber for powerful mounted charges. Well, that's more likely what I think they would have had, and we can't afford those. There's not enough in the shop, and there's not enough in our armory either. What about the Remington 1861? Nope, we can't do those either. I guess they'll be fairly new at this point. We can put some regular Smith carbines in. The range is not great. The Sharps carbine has similar range. There's nothing else that we have enough of. The Burnside carbine was one of the first repeating rifles named after, or invented indeed by, the Union officer of the same name, who also gave his name to Sideburns. We'll meet him later in, I think we'll meet him actually later in the game. Okay, so going back to the top, all our options are for these. If we go melee cavalry, it's this option here. If we go skirmish cavalry, there's only one we could fit, and that's with the Smith carbines. They're both viable. We'll go melee cavalry, and we'll use them for scooting up after broken troops, artillery batteries, things like that. We're going to have to be careful. So we will rename this something, but I'm looking for a volunteer for that one. Okay, looking on the battle map, I'd rather have the artillery, but cavalry can come in very, very handy. And we'll soon expand our forces as well. It's going to get a lot bigger. So, next battle up on the map is going to be this crossroads. The rebels have strengthened their presence at the Cumberland Gap. So, folks, let's see if we can take them on then, on the road to Shiloh. And if you thought the Battle of Bull Run was a chaotic bloodbath, wait till you see this. You've seen nothing yet.